are those additional benefits that an employee who's being coached can expect to get from a coaching relationship with you?
Yeah, Beck, I think that's another great question because we just spoke about the top five, but then
Yeah,
there are
right.
so many more. Yeah, there's so many more. And I would like to share about increased productivity. So we've seen when we go through coaching processes, we've seen them actually doing better time management. In fact, if you go to my LinkedIn testimonials, I just got this morning, I got a testimonial by one of my coaches who came to me about better time management. So, and
Nice.
if you're able to do better time management, you will be more productive, right? Because you can do more in less time, or you can be
Absolutely.
avoiding stress, because that's another benefit that coaching can provide employees, because we've seen them reducing their stress level because they're more organized, they know what they want, because even when you take the example of better time management, there is this 4D process, which is delete, delay, delegate, and do. So when we went through some of these exploration last time with one of my coaches, then we had 15 tasks for one day, and then we were able to categorize them under delete, which was tasks that are those are mundane, they're not needed. So we could put two or three of them there. There were tasks that were not immediate, that could be pushed to the next week or even next month. There were
Right.
tasks that could be easily delegated with a little bit of brief to their colleagues or team members. And then finally, we saw that for a day, it was just 4 tasks that he needed to do out of 15. Now, think of it. You will immediately have a peace of mind, right? That, okay, I just have 4 tasks. Now I can be focused. I will be, and when you're focused, you're less prone to making mistakes and redoing the same thing. So if you're focused, you are actually doing those tasks with best of the quality.
Yeah.
And he could see the result immediately coming through when he implemented. And he said, yeah, I'm happy to actually go and give you a testimonial. So yeah, that was a
That's
great
great.
thing. So in fact,
Absolutely.
yeah, reduced stress, improved work-life balance, because if you're able to leave your office on time, you're definitely going to catch up with your friends, your family, your husband, your wife, your kids, and that'll give you an improved work-life balance.
Yeah.
Even what we've seen, the next one that I got reminded is about improved decision making. And it's not that leaders or managers are not good in decision making. What we've realized that they're so much occupied in their brain with so many things happening at once that they're not able to really process the information and take a quick decision. And sometimes that leads to taking wrong decision. But the moment we see that they are well organized, they're structured, they know what they need to do, they know what they need to avoid, now they're absolutely looking at any situation from a very fresh perspective, and they're able to take decisions real quickly, and even decisions which are right rather than decisions which are wrong, which are taken in a rush. So that's something that I've seen coming of a great importance over there. In fact, even innovation, and it all leads to one another. When you are having a peaceful mind, you will be able to manage some time outside of your core work to think innovatively, to think creatively about how you can grow your business, how you can grow your team, how you can work on something that's not working in your business. And all these things are adding up when you go for the right coaching with right person. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's a no-brainer. And I think something that is, I probably really wanted to leave this to the end, but I want to say it now because it's right burning into me. I have a coach. Do you have a coach?
Wow. We all have a coach.
Right. We all
And
need coaches.
everyone needs
Absolutely.
coaches. Like you
Absolutely.
talk about, You talk about the greatest personalities to anyone in the world, they
Right.
are having a coach.
Right. Nobody can do all of this on their own. You just simply, like, you just can't. You know, for example, and I know this isn't coaching, and if I could find a coaching analogy, I'd say it. I outsource my accounting because I'm not great at doing accounting. I'm really great at doing my whatever I'm good at. And so therefore, how can I possibly have um the room in my brain for everything when, the classic example of, two brains are better than one. And when you can talk to somebody who knows what you're going through, or who knows the situation, and has been working with you for so long, and you can talk and bounce an idea off them. Oh, just yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. You rightly said. I mean, there's so many things. Even my digital marketing is outsourced with a very good friend of mine, but brilliant guy. So, in fact, what I've realized over a period of time is that it's not that we don't know how to do it. Like I can do digital marketing myself, but I don't do it. Why?
Right.
Because what happens is when we are doing business or when we are in job doing certain high level important things, what happens is that there are some things that come in our way. It could be our self-respect, or it could be our ego, it could be our external environment within
Yep.
the company, within the team,
Yeah.
that keeps us occupied and our brains thinking more about that. And when we see things not working, we start to get frustrated. I start to get frustrated,
Yeah.
thinking that, oh, I contacted this XYZ prospect and he was my ex-client, and he's not replying. But then that's my ego, or that's my super self-respect that comes in my way. But when
Right.
I talk about this with my coach, then he helps me take a step back and look
Yeah.
at it from a different perspective. Could be that he is busy, could be
Yeah.
that he does not have anything right now to support me or to get done by me. And that's when things change.
Yeah.
And I've seen that happening, because the same person who I contacted and did not get a reply, I got a reply 1 week later that I was traveling and sorry, I was in meetings. I couldn't take your call. I couldn't text you back. It was so back to back. And
Yeah.
look at it. And I know all these potential reasons, right? As a professional, I travel, you travel, our customers
Exactly.
travel. But then in that moment, I got so blindsided that
Yeah.
how come I've done so much good work for him, and
Yeah.
how is he not replying?
Right.
So these are those simple
Yeah.
things
Yeah.
that I would say the simplest thing that we get to really correct on when we have someone as a confidant. So in fact, coach is more like a confidant, where we
Absolutely.
can share anything. If something in my business is not working, I go to my coach and just
Yeah. Get
voice
the
it out, just
perspective.
blast it out to
Yeah.
him. He
Right.
is there just to listen in that moment and
Exactly.
say nothing,
Yeah.
literally say nothing. And that's when I blast it out, and then I calm down myself, and then he starts to question me,
That's true.
and the right
Yeah.
question that leads me to really think, oh my
Yeah.
God, I mean, I could have
Yeah.
looked at it differently. So
Yeah.
it's not that we are incapable, that we need coaches. A lot of people think, oh, I'm capable, I don't need coach. It's not. It's you are capable. That's why you need coach, because you will need to blast it out sometimes. You will
Exactly right.
need to have that confidant in your life where you can use him or her as your sounding board,
Exactly.
ideas, sounding
Exactly
board,
right.
strategies that you cannot discuss with anyone else.
Yeah.
And that will help you get further, better, and uh, grow your career, your personal life as well.
Exactly. Oh, I couldn't agree more. And sometimes half of the really great work that we do is thanks to the coach that we have. Um, you know, not so long ago, you and I were having a conversation, and you talked to me about, I think it was the top 5 metrics that measure ROI of business
Yeah,
coaching. Do you want to talk us through that just to kind of wrap up our segment today?
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for reminding. In fact, I had this in mind, but somehow in
I
my
know.
excitement,
I take us
I
off track.
forgot. Yeah. In fact, there are data, there are surveys, there are statistics, and you can contact us for all of them. They suggest that business coaching or any form of other coaching has a whopping return on investment of a median of 700%.
It's insane.
And that's in a small period of time. But then just think the after effect and the long-term effect of coaching on the rest of your life. It's just not it's not justified to measure just at the level of 700%. It's much more because it stays with you for the rest of your life. We've also seen companies who are aggressively investing in employee coaching and training. They're outperforming the S&P 500 between about 17 to 35%.
Wow.
Can you beat it?
Mm.
Can you beat it?
Let that sink in for a bit. It's amazing.
Yeah, even the individual's own productivity, we have seen that the average is about 86% that it goes up. That's something which is important, right?
Nice.
And these are the data that shows that at least 6 out of 10 companies these days are investing. So it's an investment, not an expense, investing in coaching their leaders, their employees to get ahead in the market.
Wow. I speak to my clients often, and in fact, the employees are now saying as a motivation tool, they're wanting coaching, not more money, not days off, whatever, but they want to be invested into. So it's not bad. When you look at 60% of companies, like you just said, 60% of companies are investing in coaching their employees. That's pretty cool. That's very high.
Yeah. And they're the ones who are able to get ahead of their competitors.
Absolutely.
And that's what you want, right? You're in the business for eternity, not for a few years that you would look at it as an expense.
Oh, think of all of those conversations that you've had with your coach in the past, and in past coaches that you're still using today and you're still implementing today. But I think the best statistic for us to finish our session on today is an ROI of 700%. And that is enough, my friends, to get you and your teams thinking about getting real coaching from real qualified coaches. Amit, thank you for today. Thank you for sharing that with us.